Welcome to the Sisters Like Us podcast. I'm Laken, and I'm 30-something.
I'm Allie, and I'm 20-something. Join us each week as we talk about anything
And everything. So grab a glass of wine
or a bottle,
and let's dive in. Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to episode 39 of the Sisters Like Us podcast. Ooh, that means we could have our new artwork that we're working on for episode 40, which would be fun. Anyways.
Oh, I almost drank that.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. I mean, we are having just wine today. So, in full disclosure, before we jump into the drinks, I want to talk about the setup. We are recording this on my phone. My camera decided to give up on life this week, and I have not had time to pick out a new one. But the good news is the mics are back. We fixed the mics, so it might look a little bit different, but hopefully it sounds fantastic. However, the other mistake I made this week was we actually bought these vodka cocktail popsicles weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And I could have put them in the freezer weeks ago. Mm-hmm. But I decided to wait until this morning, and they're not frozen.
Yeah.
So we decided to push those off for another week until they're actually frozen. So we went over to Denny's and went to the cold wine section and picked out the prettiest bottle we could find. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the cute bottle, and we will post it on Instagram as well. It's super cute and very on brand. So it's a rosé from France. Now we're actually going to try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
So good.
Yeah. It's
delicious. Good. Oh my gosh. All right.
Very good.
I have a lot of things on my list this week.
Good, because I don't.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good. Well, to recap a handful of things from last week. Oh, yeah. And we did not purchase this table. This was actually stolen from my husband's office. But it's kind of perfect. So I'm going to see how badly
I would just keep it there until he says something.
I mean, he saw me take it 5 minutes ago.
But I would still keep it there until he says something.
Okay. Well, in last week's episode, we talked about the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Mm-hmm. They did officially announce the squad. Did you see that?
Yes.
Yes, and both Charlie and Kelly made it. So happy for them. That picture of them with Reese is the cutest
thing. Yeah. I'm so happy.
I'm so happy for them. And then there was that one other girl who was a veteran who had got cut that got to come back. I forgot her name already. I didn't actually write it down. I just wrote down Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. But anyway, so excited. Okay, did you watch episode 2? So you think you can dance?
Yeah, I watched 3 as well.
Allie!
They're so short!
They are so short because they are traditional, on TV with commercials. So they're 43 minutes. I only watched episode 2. We should have talked about it because I could have watched 3 because it was just another audition episode, but
yeah. I mean, I kind of half watched it because I was working, so
okay. It's kind of a hard show to watch unless you're actually looking because they're dancing. So you kind of have to watch them.
Yeah.
But LOL that there was somebody from Naperville that made me laugh. I wanted to go look up what studio she went to, but didn't want to risk spoilers. So
yeah, well, she didn't make it.
She didn't make it, so yeah, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, those 3 girls that were
all from the
same dance. Yeah.
It's such a bummer.
Yeah.
But
they had to have known that not all of them were going to make it.
Yeah, it really, I know we talked about this a little bit last week. It really does feel like they're being a lot stricter on who gets to go through. You have to be exceptional.
Yeah.
Because they definitely took more
girl,
people.
Oh my god, she was so good. I can't remember her name now, but she had blonde wavy hair.
Are you sure that was episode 2?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's awkward. I really loved the jazz funk girl from Chicago. She had the short hair. Mm-hmm. Loved her style, loved her vibe, and then she was from Chicago. I was like, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Definitely. So far, she's the one person that I
will
remember.
That one guy that when he was jumping, I was like, oh, he's getting air.
Air, yeah.
Yeah.
The strength is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is about to get good. I did do a little look ahead at the episodes that are coming up because they keep talking about that they have changed the format, but they haven't actually explained what they've changed about the format. So in the past, they have done all of these audition rounds, and then they do choreography rounds where they have choreographers come in from all different styles and set choreography on them, and then that's how they pick their top 20. I think that's in episode 3. Did they not do that?
No, that's episode 4, because episode 3 is
Just more auditions?
Yeah.
But it said top 10 announced.
That's
at the end.
episode 4.
Oh. Okay, maybe I looked at it wrong. Anyway, so that seems to be the same so far. But instead of a top 20, it seems like there's only a top 10.
Yeah.
And then instead of it, in the past, they've like paired them off and then they have to do different styles and then there's voting. And in fact, there's typically audience voting. There still might be. We don't know that yet because we're not watching it live. But they go through these different challenges. There's like a Broadway challenge. There's a music video challenge. And they keep talking about how they want them to be like dancers that could be hired today. And that feels like that's what they're doing. And it seems, I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I feel like these audition
I'm still
episodes.
Only 10 episodes. But.
Yeah. I mean, producing TV is expensive. So I feel like they have to, make it worth it. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I liked it. Okay. Anything else TV related?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
You really not have anything on your list?
No.
Am I driving this whole episode?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Those are my neighbors.
Yeah.
with the baby. We've exchanged phone numbers with them. We've talked about this before, that we live on the first floor. We can see people when they walk through the alley. And there is a family who parks by our apartment, but they live across the street. And they have a little boy. We've exchanged phone numbers with them and want to make plans, but nobody's made the first move to be like,
well, so
let's do something.
I was with my coworkers yesterday, and one of my coworkers has a baby, and his name is Lyle. And he's so cute, and I got to meet him yesterday, and he's 8 months. So it's just so cool seeing, oh my gosh, even the difference between 8 months and 10 months, and he's, oh my god, he was just looking at me, and he has these huge blue eyes, and he's just
do they live in the city?
They live in Niles.
Oh, so no.
Yeah, but he's so cute. He's so much bigger, he's so much denser.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Than Lila?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And his feet are big.
No, Lila has small feet.
Yeah.
So.
Peanut feet.
Yeah, peanut feet. I am so excited. This weekend we are going to the Burbs to our future sister-in-law's parents are hosting a barbecue hangout at their house out in the Burbs for both families. And her sister has a little girl who is 3 months younger than Lila. 3.5. I always think it's the beginning of December. It's the middle of December.
Yeah.
So she will be 7.5 months. And I'm excited for the girls to meet, and I'm excited to meet baby Allison.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited as well.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't spent a ton of time with Lindsay's family.
Yeah, I get to spend time with them when we went.
Oh, dress shopping.
But yeah, no, it'll be really fun. Yeah, I'm excited.
I love that. That's that's kind of one of the big things about weddings, or the two families are becoming one family. And so when you live in the same place, for the families to spend time together, I think is really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what else I have on my list here. Okay, there was one more submission on Instagram that came in after we had already recorded, because you posted it a couple hours before.
Right.
So somebody did submit something afterwards, which we've kind of talked about before, but maybe there's something that could have changed, or we could dive deeper, and that's favorite beauty items and routine.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to walk through your makeup routine? And what you use, or is that too much? How many steps do you feel like you have?
Yeah, I can walk through it.
Okay, let's do it.
So for makeup, I'm not going to talk about the specific products, right? Just what?
No, I feel like that's. I mean, they said favorite beauty items. I feel like that's the whole point. And I was thinking just makeup, not skincare.
Okay. Because I would say both of us have a pretty basic skin.
Yeah,
neither. It's we're very grateful to have good skin, and not. I mean, I don't wash my face with really anything except for soap and water.
Okay. I mean, I have a
face wash.
Yeah, I have a face wash and a moisturizer.
Nivea moisturizer, but I pretty much cut it at that. If I'm feeling spontaneous, I'll throw a little ordinary drop or whatever. But I'm not really sure it's doing anything.
No, she said beauty favorites and routine. That makes me think makeup.
So I'll say, because right now I would say I'm definitely using all of my favorites right now. So my biggest thing is the e.l.f. primer, which we've talked about.
Which one do you use?
I use the pink one, the Power Grip primer.
Okay, so I use the putty, but in the squeezy thing.
Yeah.
No, that's not the same thing. I use the e.l.f. poreless putty one, but in the squeezy, not in the jar.
Got it.
That's what I use for primer. But
it's the little
No, I know what you're talking about. I will only do primer though if I know I'm going to be on a camera or in photos. Like, if I'm just doing makeup to, like, go to dinner, I won't put it on.
Yeah, I actually feel like I'm more likely to put primer on than I am setting spray.
Oh, I always use setting spray.
Interestingly enough.
Okay.
But it's so crazy. The reason why I, like, die on a hill about the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, I will sponsor them, is, like, I've literally, like, put it on and, like, you can literally stick stuff to your face. It's so sticky. Like, I've literally, like...
It's kind of creepy.
I literally stuck the, like, bottle on my face one time because I was like, wow, this is really sticky. Just stays there. Like, it's that sticky. It's amazing. So then I started using, because you told me to start putting on SPF. So I put on the e.l.f. like SPF, like light foundation type of stuff.
Yeah.
Which has been really great. It's just like a base. I mean, I personally will rarely wear foundation.
Oh, same.
I'm just not and when I tell people that, because like, not to toot my own horn, but I get a lot of compliments on my makeup. And I love doing makeup. It's like one of my like favorite things. And so when I tell people I'm like, I don't use foundation, they're like, what? Like, if I find foundation to be heavy and like cakey, so I'm like, I don't really like lean towards it unless like it is for something like, you know.
Did you do foundation for your photo shoot?
I'm kind of going through that routine.
Okay.
So then I will always put on my Lumi L'Oreal Glow Drop lotion. It's like the like bronzing like lotion almost.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like, I'll send you a picture so you can pop a picture, because I would never, that is the one thing that gets my skin to be glowy.
Okay.
That's like that or nothing. Like that is literally like
that's it.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, you go from being like super pale to being like a bronze beautiful princess. It's amazing. If I'm going to do foundation or some sort of coverage, I will do either the e.l.f. Halo Glow foundation, which is still super light.
Yeah, I feel like that's not very thick at all.
I don't even count it as foundation.
Yeah,
really.
me neither.
If I want to actually put on foundation, I will put on I think I have like a sample of foundation. Like I don't even use it. I do have the YSL like face tinted foundation thing, but I honestly, like, for being an expensive product, I don't think I would recommend it. I think they just changed their formula. And, like, the Sephora people were telling me that, but I have, like, a makeup artist friend through the wedding industry who was like, this is the best product ever. And I'm like, I'm not sure. So.
I'm not sure.
Sorry if this was long.
No, but I feel like that's what they asked, and, I mean, I have one other thing to talk about, but I feel like this is,
Cool. Concealer. I would say, as a pricey concealer, NARS is the best. And then I would say if you're looking
We got mom hooked on that.
Yeah, if you're looking for more of like a less coverage one, I like the Kosas concealer, but I have been loving the Anastasia concealer, which is very thick.
But very expensive.
Yeah, but it lasts a long time, way longer than the NARS one.
Oh, interesting.
And it is cheaper than the NARS.
So thick.
Yeah. And then do a little powder to, like, for my creases. Kosas powder. Really like it.
Yeah.
It lasts a really long time. I take it, like, out with me to, like, touch up. Like, super, super, like, super nice. Love it. And then I do all my liquid products. So Patrick Ta, like, bronzing duo. That's, like, an expensive option. It's very easy to use. It goes on really nicely. Other options, love the Rare Beauty like bronzing stick, love the Fenty bronzing stick, love the Charlotte Tilbury one's fine, like, you know, but like
those are all also expensive.
The Rare Beauty one isn't too bad.
Okay. Yeah, the Rare Beauty I feel like is in between like a drugstore and like a high end.
I had like a whole thing with trying to figure out like the best like bronzing stick or method for me, because like I am pale, so I like wanted like something to like give me some warmth. So obviously love the Patrick Ta one, and then Rare Beauty Blush Till I Die. Like, it's the best blush.
Everybody says that.
Like, like I have the same one that's lasting me forever.
You know, one thing I feel like that's not talked about that's really embarrassing is makeup expires, and I feel like there's probably makeup products that I am supposed to replace that I haven't.
Yeah, I think I do so much makeup that
you don't ever have that issue.
Yeah, and then after that. Then I put more powder on, and I go into my powder products. So I put on bronzer, like just like all over my face. Okay. Like used Hoola for a while, but the Patrick Ta Duo thing.
It has like a liquid powder.
So it has a liquid and again, great product. I think Patrick Ta is for sure worth the price. I think it's a great product. Blush is like, you can't really find a bad blush. I feel like it's hard to find a bad like powder blush. Like I have to say, like I did at one point splurge on the little Dior like blush.
No, I feel like the biggest thing with powder blush is its staying power. Like how long is it gonna last and look pink on your skin?
That's why I rely more on my
liquid one.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to get into trying liquid products.
I would love.
As somebody with typically oily skin, especially in the summer, I probably wouldn't want to do it in the summer. I always tried to stay away from liquid products and lean more towards powder. But
I would love to do your makeup.
We should do a whole episode where Allie does my makeup.
Where I do your makeup.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Iconic.
Okay. Anyway.
Mental note.
Or like, that's really lends itself more to video and not audio. So that could be like a bonus YouTube. Maybe where it's just like you do my makeup.
Let us know if you want to see that.
Yeah.
Okay, where were we? Oh, blush. Yeah, I do have the new like Rare Beauty blush highlighter duo thing. It's fine. But I feel like I think the Benefit blushes are good.
That's what I have.
Blush kind of goes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do a couple different ones depending on like, you know, like, because like recently this summer I've been using Grace by Rare Beauty, like the liquid blush is more of like a brighter pink, but highlighter, I just use the Rare Beauty highlighter, the liquid one, or the Morphe powder one. I'm not a huge eyeshadow person. When I do eyeshadow, I stand by Morphe. I think their products are super affordable and super pigmented.
Yeah.
And I do have like the basic Makeup by Mario palette, which has lasted me a really long time. So I do think it's worth the price. But I think if you're going to like buy palettes, it should be like Morphe or Morphe, honestly. It's
Morphe or Morphe.
It's just good quality and like really affordable. I know they sell that at Ulta. I don't think they sell it at Sephora.
No, I don't think so.
But they do have their own store here.
Oh, like a standalone store?
Yeah, at the Water Tower place.
Their
own Morphe store, yeah.
Really? We just went there on my birthday, and I don't remember.
Maybe it's gone. It was there.
There's a lot of things in that mall that have disappeared.
Okay, well, it was there.
Bummer. Anyway,
sorry, this is like really long.
But I think it's okay. I think it's interesting.
Okay,
I like it.
Okay, so eyebrows. I just use either the Benefit eyebrows or like eye pencil and like Brussels or the Anastasia one.
Yeah.
Again, lasts a really long time. I will say like I do use like the Benefit like glue stuff to like make it like have shape.
Yep.
My eyebrows aren't really a huge part of my routine, but like if I'm not doing them, like I'll still like give them shape. Eyeliner, I only put on bottom eyeliner typically unless I like am like doing something like more exciting. I'll put like a brown like wing or something. I actually just got the Clinique Black Honey eyeliner, and so it's like more of like a brownish black.
Okay.
Which I'm wearing right now, which I like. But other than that, like eyeliner's eyeliner. I think NYX is like the best that you could do for eyeliner. There's no reason to splurge on that. Mascara, I think we've talked about before. Die on a Hill again. L'Oreal by Lash Paradise by L'Oreal for a waterproof mascara. For non-waterproof, I'm actually wearing right now the Ilia mascara, which I think I love it. It's like very like fluttery and light, and like I'm actually reaching it more than the Lash Paradise.
Oh wow!
So
how much more expensive is it?
I don't know. It more expensive because it's but
you know that's funny though because yes, it's more expensive for sure because it's the high end brand, but the drugstore prices are creeping up, and I literally placed an Ulta order this morning online because there was something I wanted that they didn't have at the Ulta by me, and so I was like, well, I'm just gonna place an order, and I almost threw a Lash Paradise in my cart because I was like,
it's like $15.
Yeah.
And you know how much the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion stuff that I use, and I replace that consistently. Like that is like I have my non-replaceables. Like I'm not going to not replace them.
Yeah, same.
It's my guiltless purchase. Like this is going to be bought $.
Yeah.
And I'm like this is literally just by L'Oreal. Like this isn't anything fancy.
Yeah. I feel like the drugstore brands that are like e.l.f. Wet n Wild Essence, those have stayed kind of regular drugstore prices.
Elf can start creeping up. All of their products, like, so they just came out with bronzing drops, and I like,
of course they did,
and I'm like, but I'm telling you, like, they make your makeup routine.
We'll see. Potentially, I will maybe let you do it on
I'm
me.
so excited.
So, okay. Anything else? So then, if you do use setting spray,
NYX.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think my favorite part of makeup is lips, and I have a lot.
Oh yeah, lips.
I have a lot of lip products.
Top 3.
That's so hard.
You need a second to like think about it.
It just depends if we're talking about lip oil, lip butter, lip gloss. Like
Three. You could have 3 lip products in your arsenal. What are they? You don't have to put them in order, but just 3.
Summer Fridays lip balm.
Okay. Never even heard of that.
Summer Fridays. Mm-mm. It's like the long tube that I have. Mm. It's like I either have the green one or like the dark purple one. Yeah. So that Elf lip oil, Anastasia lip gloss. Okay. Those are my top. Okay. I think I would reach for the Elf lip oil before I reach for like the Dior lip oil,
which is crazy from a price standpoint.
Yeah. Summer Fridays is my favorite lip balm, and I have a lot of lip balm. A lot. I like the Ole Hendrickson, which I really like too. I have
little Elf ones. I have every flavor.
Yeah, I have everything. And like as far as color, yeah, the Anastasia.
Yeah, I wasn't asking you to pick one color, like of 3. I was just saying 3 products.
Well, so those 2 aren't really colors. Like the Anastasia is like more of like a
clear
color. It's like that like mauvey color that I like wear all the time, basically.
I love it. All right,
that's her.
Like I already mentioned, I will use the Elf Putty primer, but the squeezy version, not the jar version, if I know I'm going to be on camera or like taking photos of some kind.
Right.
Then same thing. I don't typically do a foundation. I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus in my arsenal. If I am going to be like on a professional camera, I will use that. But otherwise,
wait, can I say something on the side really quick?
Sure.
I'm so glad that you asked me what my top 3 lip products are, because now I know which to bring to Italy with me.
Oh, I love that.
Because I was like, what? Like, I'm going to bring...
No, you can't. Yeah, you need to pare it down. I love that. Now you know. That's what you're going to pack. That routine you just said. That's it. The end. Yeah. That's what's going to Italy.
It's kind of the routine that I'm wearing. But I'm not wearing highlighter or eyeshadow.
You don't have any eyeshadow on?
Oh, I was like messing with doing a liner.
Okay.
So it's kind of just like there.
Okay. So... I think I mentioned this. We did a whole episode also on beauty, but that was back when we were doing topics, so I thought it would be fun to revisit. And we did not do this where we walked
we
through
will
it.
so like revisit topics because it's like fun. Like so
things
like,
change.
Yeah, things. I feel like things like definitely have changed since we last talked about it.
So I know I mentioned this on that one though. Is the Wet n Wild tinted moisturizer? That is I have it in like 3 shades depending on how tan I am. That is the first thing that goes on my face. Concealer, I'm still trying to figure out. I was like a Tarte Shape Tape whore for the longest time. And then I tried the e.l.f. Camo, which I didn't hate, but I didn't love. But the price was lovely.
I think it would be helpful too if like I just so I have like a makeup kit. Like basically it looks like I'm a makeup artist because it's like has...
See, I only have one of everything at any given time. Except for lip products.
I have like 4 different concealers that we can try on you.
Okay, so we can do that.
So like we can like...
But I also am not a typical high-end hand makeup person. I like to keep it on the affordable side. I'm open to some high-end things, but I do like to keep it on the affordable side. So after the e.l.f. concealer, I tried the Catrice.
I did my friend's makeup for her birthday.
So cute. Have you heard of the Catrice concealer? There's a beauty YouTuber that I follow that swears by it. Oh, so I got it. Okay. I don't love it either. So I'm on the hunt for a new concealer.
I think you would really like the Kosas concealer.
What's the price point we're talking about though?
But so the price point might be more, but they're going to last you longer.
Okay. So then, same. I also put a powder on. I have always, always, always sworn by the Maybelline Matte Poreless powder.
And that's like... been getting like so many ads with like Love Island and like all these shows. Like Maybelline's Good shit.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So that is what I went on to Ulta to order today.
And it's so expensive.
It's so
because
expensive.
it's literally like being advertised by Bachelorette, Love Island.
That makes me so mad.
Yeah.
Because I have been using that powder for ever.
Yeah.
And they didn't have the shade I needed at Ulta. So I went on their website and I was like mind blown by the price.
I will say that the Kosas powder. So the thing
I'm going to tell you what I ordered instead.
Okay, but the thing I'll tell you about powders is that they're going to last you a long time.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I think the Kosas powder will last you longer than the Maybelline would have. And, like, the Kosas is, like, probably, like, $25, which is more expensive. But
so I got the Essence one to try because I've heard good things about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, $7. So if I absolutely hate it, then, like, I'll figure it out.
I would love to go to Sephora with you.
Yeah. There's nothing I buy at Sephora.
There's nothing really I buy at Ulta.
Wow. Okay, so Maybelline powder until that runs out, and then I'm going to switch to this Essence one I just bought. Then, remember when you said we were going to drink these less fast because of the table?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I don't do any liquid products, so straight into powder bronzer. I am a sucker for that Physicians Formula bronzer. I love it.
It's so good. And I just can't get myself. It's so. You know what's so funny? Is I'm over here buying all of these expensive products, but I cannot get myself to buy that bronzer.
Why? Because it's like $12 and you're like, it's so expensive for a drugstore?
I think so.
So the only negative to it is it breaks, so you cannot travel with it. It is not travel friendly. So I also own the Hoola bronzer for travel only because the Physicians Formula will not travel. But then I have a benefit blush. I don't know what color it is. I have a Wet n Wild highlighter. I hardly ever use it anymore. I just feel like my skin has gotten so textured.
So here's what I'm going to tell you is that I feel like your skin is not that oily. 2, I feel like
I have a lot of powder on and stuff. So
right, but I feel like if you do both, like the gloss look is in. Like
I understand. Oh, I own the e.l.f. Halo Glow, but I hardly ever use it.
So like
the gloss look is in.
Because I always get told that I look glowy, and I think that like I don't know, like I think like even I have like I think there are people with oily skin that if they do too much liquid product it will be oily, but I do not think you are that person.
I think it also depends on what I'm doing, right? Like,
but I will say when I do people's makeup, I tell them I'm like, this is not what you're going to be used to, so don't like because it's not
right.
You know, like it's like I'm doing something that. This is not how you usually look. I'm
getting you out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I think it also depends on what we're doing. Are we going to be outside for hours and hours? Like, I don't want to be super glowy because then I'm going to get also more glowy from being outside. Whereas if we're going to like a bar, that would be a different vibe.
As long as you do the right balance of powder, it'll be fine.
Okay. I'm looking at your face. Is how I'm like knowing.
I was looking at your face too. I was like going through. I'm like, okay.
What do I do next? I use the e.l.f. eyebrow.
We have the same like order though.
And then I also don't do a ton of eyeshadow. I have the Wet n Wild foursome little things. I have 2 versions. You know what I'm talking about?
What's it called?
It's not called a foursome. You know what I'm talking about? Like a little quad. A quad. A quad.
It's not called that. You just said that.
I just said that. Anyway, the little Wet n Wild quads. I have 2 of them that I really will only do if I'm like going to a wedding. Eyeliner, I agree. I think I just use a black eyeliner. I actually use it in my top waterline, but I agree they're all like interchangeable. I don't know which one I have right now. I basically buy whatever's on sale during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty and like call it a day.
Yeah.
But I do put a nude color in my lower waterline that I swear by. It is not actually an eyeliner, and unfortunately you cannot get it, so I always hate when people ask me because I get asked a lot about it, and it is actually a Nude Sticks concealer stick that they have discontinued and gone to like a regular concealer, but I have like 4 of them in my backlog, so I'm good to go for like ever. But
something I do to like add a little spice sometimes is like if I have something like a Halloween, like a costume or like a birthday or like whatever. Like for my birthday in 2022, it's my 22nd.
That's how that works.
23rd.
Oh. Yo, Allie just said that she's so old.
I'm almost 25.
You are not almost anything. Your birthday is in May. It is July. You have 10 more months until your birthday, child.
I have like the NYX like turquoise blue.
Yeah, you've talked about that before.
Or like bright pink that I'll like
Cute.
put, yeah.
And then mascara. I know I've said this, but the It Cosmetics Superhero is my go-to, and I buy it on QVC. And I will tell you, if you buy the 3-pack on QVC, it's the same fucking price as the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. So,
oh wow,
the end.
Okay.
Period. So I literally just placed that order today. And then I also use the NYX setting spray, but I do have the Urban Decay All Nighter on hand for if it's like a fancy occasion, like I want it to last. Like on a regular basis, I'm gonna use the NYX one, but for like special occasions, I have the All Nighter. Top 3 lip products. To be honest, I'm having trouble coming up with a third. I pretty much either wear the Wet n Wild liquid lipsticks if I want a liquid. I have that in multiple colors if I want it to not budge, or those Tarte juicy things.
That's okay. I don't hate those for if I'm trying to just like skip everything, because like if I'm like being like, oh, I want a lip liner and then a color and then I want a oil. If I want just like
done.
all in one, I'm like,
and I don't have to look in a mirror. Like I love those. I don't feel like I have to look in a mirror. When I put them on, I can just put them on and then it's done. Well, that was fun. I feel like we spent a long time there, but I feel like it was fun and interesting for somebody. Okay, so the last thing, remember last week somebody asked us for summer faves, and we just like couldn't come up with anything on the fly, and so we were like, what if we had categories and did favorites? Okay. And so I used to do this on my YouTube channel. I have since transitioned to a different form of favorites, but there's 10 categories. Cool. And if something comes up, great. If not, oh well. Okay. Fun. So number 1 is reading. They're all like ING words. So what's your favorite thing that you're reading right now?
Well, I'm only reading one thing right now.
What's your favorite thing that you've read recently?
In 2024.
Okay, sure. If we decide that we're going to do this like quarterly, we could do it the last 3 months. But
right now I'm reading Powerless by Lauren Roberts, which I am enjoying.
Okay. What's your favorite book you read in 2024?
Fourth Wing.
Yeah, same. Okay. Listening. Any favorite recent songs, podcasts?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
I just love her.
I kind of knew you were going to say that.
I just love her. I'm her. She's me.
I don't really have any songs. I don't really have any new podcasts. I've just been kind of listening to the same.
I feel like we just need to finish them.
Well, yeah, we're basically done. I don't have a good answer for that one, sorry. Watching. What's your favorite TV show or movie you have watched this year?
Well, okay, so actually speaking of TV, which I guess we can go back a little bit. Sorry.
Did I not ask her if she had something for TV?
I needed a couple glasses of wine before I was ready. I started watching The Bear.
Wait, I thought you'd already watched it.
No.
Oh, okay, fun.
Something about me, like when I'm like working, I like to have something on in the background.
No.
When I was watching The Bear, like trying to work, I literally was like,
it's chaos.
To myself, I was like, okay. I turned it off.
Yes, chef. No, The Bear.
I was like, oh my god. Like, the gunshot in the first episode, I'm like, okay. I'm like, done.
The Bear is chaos.
Bridgerton is my favorite thing I've watched this year.
Okay, fair.
I love him. Speaking of...
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Benedict is next!
Season 4.
In like 2026.
It's going to be a long time from now, but it's going to be worth it.
You know it's going to be a long time from now because the whole preview was just from last season.
Yeah. Speaking of Bridgerton, though, I know you know this because you walked in on it the other day. My husband's been watching Bridgerton from the beginning. So he never got into it, any of the other seasons, or Queen Charlotte. And then when I watched season 3 this summer, he got into it and watched it with me. And he's like, well, I need to go back and rewatch it. So he's been watching season 1.
Can I just say, like, I am, genuinely so sick of still seeing hate about this most recent season. Like, again, like...
Are you really still seeing hate?
Yes. Oh. Like, when Benedict was announced as, like, the new focus point, the comments were like, can you, like, please bring this show back? Like, the last season was so bad. I'm like, do people not understand, like, I know we already talked about, like, but people do not understand that, like, friends to lovers is, like, a different kind of...
Yeah, and they weren't just meeting in season 3. They met
like,
in
it's
season
been
1.
a slow burn since season 1.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever.
Okay, wearing. Favorite, like, outfit, clothing item you've bought so far this year? Oh, I didn't answer. Watching is House of the Dragon. Easy. Okay.
Oh, yeah, Love Island just finished, but whatever. Long skirt. Maxi skirts.
Maxi skirt.
I've been really into the one I'm wearing. If you're watching right now, I'm wearing like a royal blue one from Old Navy, and I wore the white one when we were about to go to Pride, and I got a black one too.
Those are both from Old Navy?
Yeah, and the black one.
Oh, wow.
So now I have all 3 of them, and I can wear it as a dress.
I do that all the time where I buy something from Old Navy that I like, and I just buy it in every color that they make it.
So I have 3 colors. They're all staples. Like this one's like the fun color, but I like blue. So, and then I've also worn all of them as a like just strapless dress.
I love that.
So, yeah.
They're going to be perfect for Italy.
Yeah, that's my favorite right now.
Yeah. I got these dresses from Target, which if they're still available, I will link them. But they are just like tank top dresses from Target, but they're very flattering because they're like fitted here and then they flow out. And they
have that black one.
Yeah, I have a black one and I have a teal one.
Yeah.
And they also have other colors as well, but those are the 2 colors that I picked. I think they had a tan, which does not look good on my skin tone, and I don't remember what the other one was. But they have a nice slit too, which always looks good, and they have pockets. And I can wear a real bra, which is always like my requirement.
Yeah.
Okay. Cooking.
Yeah, probably like my pasta salad. That's been like my staple.
Which you talked about on an episode at some point, and I feel like you gave the recipe there.
Oh, and my boy dinner. Did I talk about boy dinner last time?
No, what is boy dinner?
So do you remember when like we were talking about girl dinner and how that's like
I know what girl dinner.
Fries. Okay. So like a couple weeks ago, like I was at home and I made ground turkey with feta and hot sauce.
Gross.
Which sounds disgusting, but it was so good.
No, that sounds disgusting.
Seasoned correctly, it was right. And Cindy Wade called it boy dinner. And I was like, that's right.
It's boy dinner. I don't really have a specific recipe. I'm still trying to like get in the groove of enjoying the kitchen.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't really have anything. Planning. So this category was meant for like planner supply related things that you've been loving.
Planning 65 weddings, planning a trip, planning.
Any tools that you use for those things that you love?
I live by my Google Calendar.
Yeah. I also love my Google Cal.
I love a Google Cal.
One thing I'll talk about, which I actually don't think I shared in a YouTube video, I started printing out just like monthly calendars, like free downloadable monthly calendars from the internet on our fridge so that Sam, Mom, anybody in our house knows what the big staples are that we have. Who's in town, who's going to be gone. And I only put 2 months. Like I have this month and the next month. I literally just switched them today to August, even though it's only the 25th. It's like, it was time. I was like, we're done. July is basically over. Like, moving on.
And August is just like hell.
Yeah.
Well, so
our August is not as crazy, but if you go look at the September that I put up today, it's insane.
Well, so Leslie at their house, which we had this when I lived with Leslie as well, they have a huge whiteboard, and everyone's a different color. And so you put what everyone has, or like one color is everybody. So when I lived with people, that's what we used to do.
That's so smart.
And I would love to do it now, but it's just like, I feel like we're kind of like, it's just not the aesthetic, I suppose.
Well, it's also, you're at a different phase in life. I feel like
they're still in school, so
they're
a lot
still
of it's
in
like school stuff.
Yeah.
So,
and you guys, it's just different. I feel like when you're in school, it makes sense to do it that way, but now it doesn't necessarily make sense.
Yeah.
But I love those things. I think it really helps everybody in our family. Pampering. So this is anything like beauty, bath, skincare, like anything you've been loving. I feel like this category is a little bit redundant given what we just did, but.
Well, I have kind of a new one.
Okay.
I've been recently loving it's expensive, so it's not going to be like a permanent buy, but the Moroccan oil, like, shampoo and conditioner, it just, like, it makes my hair so freaking soft, and it's such good quality. I just love it.
It does smell so good.
Yeah. So.
I used to buy the Moroccan oil, like, oil for my hair, because
Yeah.
It smelled so good.
Yeah, like I got my hair done like for fun, like with another like friend from the industry because she like needed a hair model, and it was also kind of like doubling as like an ad for the Moroccan brand, and like this stuff smells so good. I'm like, I need to try it, and then I tried it. I'm like, oh my god, like my hair is like never been so tamed. Like it's usually so frizzy. So
that's such a bummer.
Yeah,
that you can't
justify
the price.
A bottle. It's like $30 a bottle, and it's like
a small bottle.
You know,
yeah,
like
that's such a bummer. So mine is, speaking of like people who don't have really robust skincare, I've been trying out the face wash from Trader Joe's and very much enjoying it. And it's like $5.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I use the CeraVe, which is so overpriced, and like I just like it has lasted me a while, so I'm just gonna keep using it.
Yeah. Okay, only 3 more. I know I can hear the peanut, and Mom's probably like, "Are we going to dinner?" Cleaning. So anything household related.
The Downy Unstoppables, but the clean linen scent. When people like. One of my most, like, popular comments I get from people is I smell good. Okay? It is. You told me I smell good.
You do smell good. And then when you are around and you, like, hold Lila for a long time and then she smells like you.
But my scent, I've been told, is kind of like a laundry scent. And so I'm like, interesting. I feel like that's not a bad thing. But, like, also, like, I feel like some laundry scents, like, do I want to smell like that? But, like, yeah. But, like, the clean linen Downy Unstoppable smells so good. Yes, they're expensive because it's like $15 for like the whole thing, and then you like have to replace it. But like honestly, it's changed my life. It smells so good.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And also the Trader Joe's just like disinfecting cleaner. It's a big bottle. It's super cheap and it works well.
Oh, I've never tried that. Given I just talked about the Trader Joe's face wash, I've never looked in their like cleaning section.
So you've looked in their. Okay, sure. Got it.
Well, I saw somebody on like Instagram talk about the face wash, and so I went to like the beauty product section.
Okay.
Now I'm like half a bottle of wine in, so talking is hard. Okay.
I know. I'm like, fuck, I'm kind of drunk.
2 more. 2 more.
We haven't eaten dinner, and we're like, okay.
Doing, which really I used as like any new habits that you've been loving.
Running. Did 4.5 miles today. I would also like to preface, like, when I say running, like, I am not consistently running the entire time. Like, I've been telling people, I'm like, oh, yeah, like, I did 5 miles yesterday. And they're like, this is your 5th run and you're doing 5 miles? I'm like, no, I run, like, a mile, take, like, a 5-minute breather, and then run again. Like, I can't just, like...
Run 5 miles.
And Cindy Wade made a really good point and, like, made me feel really good about it. She's like, it's like, you can't do core power without taking a sip of water, like, during core power. That's not healthy. Like, you should... Like, the same thing with, like, marathons. People stop and take a drink of water. Like, you're allowed to, like...
Take a break.
You know? And I think the reason why I, like, beat myself up over it is because I use, like, an app, and so my average pace goes up if I, like, start to walk. And, like, I also have to keep in mind that, like, it's hot. And also...
I told you that when you first started talking about running, is that, like, it's summer.
Yeah. And, like, my calves started to hurt, and I'm, like, today I'm, like, sitting at the water fountain for, like, a second, and I'm, like, why do my calves hurt? And it's, like, overexertion of exercise. I'm, like, cool.
Like, that's what Google said?
I'm, like, that sounds correct. Yesterday, I literally did core power at 7:30, and then I played a volleyball game at 8:30, and, oh, my God. I love volleyball so much.
I love that for you. What's that face for?
That I just like want to play. I don't want the season to end. I'm sad.
How many more weeks do you have?
We have like 3 more games. Go ahead.
But then you're going to Italy. So I think it will be okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of one for me, and I just don't.
I keep forgetting that you're supposed to say one too.
Yeah, and some of them I haven't.
I'm like, okay, what's next?
Yeah, some of them I haven't been saying anything. Also because I don't know.
Cool.
Okay, and then the last category was just loving, so it's really just like the catch-all. If there's any other favorites that you have,
I was about to say the peanut.
Aww.
I thought it was just like, who are we loving right now?
That's so cute.
Like,
can't be that.
I'm like the peanut girl.
I'm loving the peanut girl. I feel like the favorite categories could be fun to do on like a more regular basis, and maybe we think about them in advance and not just like off the cuff.
Yeah, no, I think that would be really fun to do, like, every couple episodes. I think that...
No, not every couple. Like, I was thinking, like, once a quarter.
Okay. You know what else I think we should do? I think we should
do chaotic.
We should do a Q&A soon.
Like, ask Instagram?
Mm-hmm. Like,
okay.
Like...
What's the difference between...
Because I think if we say, like, hey, like, we're doing a Q&A, and then post again, like, you know, like, it's more like, it's not just like, hey, what are some topics? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, we need to be done with this episode.
We need some food.
We have to chug these, though.
I hate that rule.
Ready?
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Like, subscribe, all the things.
Oh, that was
Chugging wine is gross.
That was not good for Laken.